Hello my peaches, what's up? First of all, I want to wish you all happy new year in advance. Since we are entering 2021 and leaving behind 2020, I saw everyone doing a tag that what are their best discoveries of 2020. So I thought too should talk about a few fragrances right here because I talk about Zara fragrances so much. I do have a few Zaras here, but I end up not talking about the other fragrances that much. So I have some perfumes here that I have bought in this year and have either never talked about or have just mentioned them once. So I want to talk about these right here. Also, I want to say that if you hear any disturbance in the mic, I'm working with a new mic and trying to make it work as much possible, but I don't know how well it's gonna go, so bear with me if there is a little bit of disturbance here and there. And since 2020 has been such a dramatic year, I decided to put on some dramatic lashes, my most dramatic ones. So let's get into this video, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be a part of the Peach Pack and tap on the notification bell icon to get notified every time I upload. I'm also super duper active on Instagram and I share about my personal life over there. So follow me on Instagram to connect better with me. I'm not going in any particular order in this, and I want to tell you that I sprayed black amber on this sweater the last time I wore it, and it's smelling so beautiful right now. Like, black amber is long lasting and it stays on the clothes for very long, also till the next wash. So I'm still smelling it on that. Just a little bit of extra information from my side. So let's start with the first ever perfume that I bought in this year, and that is Body Shop's Shia Body Mist. And this is like, I won't say that it's a warm or creamy Shia fragrance, but definitely smooth, nutty, a little fresh, musky Shia fragrance. Very beautiful, very cozy, cuddling time of fragrance, and cuddle fragrance basically. Very beautiful fragrance for the winter daytime, and you can pull this one in summers as well. You won't feel like that you're wearing a very warm or that kind of fragrance. Like, it is good for all seasons, and it's very different from anything that I have. The beautiful thing about Body Shop mists or fragrances is that they work on single note along with some muskiness with them. So from that point of view, it's really beautiful. I've never talked much about it except the one time I reviewed it, and never put it on that much because simple reason, it does not stay very long. So it's a nice staying at home kind of fragrance, but very beautiful. So when you will try different things in the Body Shop store, you will realize that this definitely stands out, and this is very different. Like, the Shia note is very rare, I would say, in fragrances, and this is beautiful. You can try this on if it interests you, and it is also very budget friendly. By the way, the requests that I'm getting for college going perfumes, I will do a different video for it for sure in the future. I have planned it now, and I have a few fragrances for the college going girls from Zara, so I will do that tag very soon. Next fragrance that I want to talk about is Jlo Glow. I have never ever, not even once, talked about this fragrance on my channel, and this is some call it synthetic, some like it, some dislike it, but I love it. It's more like how do I say it? Okay, this is a very old fragrance from Jlo collection, probably the first ever that she introduced. But this is a soapy fragrance that has jasmine in it and has some other flowers like some white florals, jasmine. But jasmine is definitely dominant in here in the dry down powdery. But I'll tell you what, everyone says that it is a very summer fragrance. It is. I'm not saying no to that. But according to the Indian weather, I'm telling you, this is much more appropriate for the summer nights because this is soapy, this is fresh. But the jasmine in here is not very airy and light. The jasmine is very dark and deep, and it's heavy on musk and heavy on dark and deep jasmine. And on my skin especially, this one turns a little warm. Along with powdery, it turns a little warm. It still smells fresh, but it turns sexy on my skin. So it's a very, if you're looking for a clean fragrance that is sexy as well and fresh, a little bit of freshness, sexiness, and deep dark jasmine, this is a very interesting option. This is probably like my fourth bottle, and this is very much available on purple.com in the price range of 2000 to 3000 rupees. And this is my third or fourth bottle, and I do not use it anymore because I have used a lot. This was like my go-to fragrance in college days, and I keep it for the nostalgic reasons because it reminds me of my college and yeah, the college time basically. So I just keep it for that reason. I don't reach out for this that much, but if at all you're interested in this, I'm telling you that this is not a very fresh or airy light like Zara Nude Bouquet. It's not like that, and for this summer heat in India, I think it's not appropriate. You should definitely wear this in the night time of summers when you want to smell a little sexy and still fresh, and yeah, so you get my point, I guess. So that's Jlo Glow from Jennifer Lopez collection. Now let's talk about the second fragrance that I bought in this year, and that is Skin Titan. Skin perfumes are really good in staying on you. They give you an all-day longevity on the clothes, and even this aquatic fragrance stays for all day, like good 6-8 hours. And this is such a nice fragrance. I'll tell you what, this is a Dolce & Gabbana light blue intense version without the sweetness and without the smoothness. It's a little brighter and sharper and without the sweetness. So this is basically a virgin mojito drink without the sweetness. Patchouli, fresh, that's not earthy or dirty, but fresh like mint, and very minty fragrance. I doubt if it has patchouli, I just feel that it has mint in here, but patchouli and mint are from the same family, just in case. And this is very beautiful office fragrance, summertime fragrance. This can easily be pulled off as a unisex fragrance for all those guys who do not like Zaraman Gold and find it too sweet. You can definitely go for this because this is just another mouth-watering fragrance, very similar to Zaraman Gold and without the sweetness. So the spices in here and the cardamom and patchouli, which is almost minty, is very beautiful, and it smells like a virgin mojito drink. Okay, let's talk about a Zara fragrance now. I'm including Nuit in here. Listen, I can talk about Zara fragrances separately. I know that I have so many tags and lists for Zara fragrances that I want to talk about. I have a huge list for including Zara fragrances, but here I want to talk about this because I was amazed when I came to know, and I am the only person on YouTube right now who has figured this out, that Zaranui is a EDT diluted version of Olympia Intense, and that's why I'm including it in here, because this was like my best discovery of this year for sure, since we are talking about discoveries. So for that reason, I'm adding it in here, and whenever I put this on, this is very long lasting. Whenever I put this on, I fall in love with my own self. This is a very beautiful vanilla amber, little bit sweet, woody fragrance. So it's warm and it's smooth, warm, but like Olympia Intense has the salt note in it. So the same way, this also has that fresh salty note in here, along with all the nuttiness, vanilla-ness, and that smoothness, a little bit of sharp as well. So it has that everything in here, but it's not a creamy fragrance even after being a vanilla. Like, it's a fresh vanilla along with the warmness of amber. That's what this fragrance is, and I absolutely love putting this on. I have used this fragrance so much this year, and I can totally do without Olympia Intense for now and use this happily in place of that. Another beautiful discovery of mine was Zaraman Gold, and that's because this turned out to be an exact dupe for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense for women. And this is such a sweet, mouth-watering cardamom fresh fragrance, and those who love Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense but for an everyday, do not want to spend that much, they can definitely go for this. This goes on for quite long, like 5 hours, easy 5 hours, so you can carry this along, and such a beautiful fragrance. So along with that Olympia dupe, this was just another discovery of mine. I have talked about that in depth in my accidental dupe discovery video. You can watch it if you're interested. I will link it up here. All right, my next beautiful discovery, that has to be AlRahab Club de Nuit. This is a dupe for Tom Ford Noir de Noir, and trust me, this is such a beautiful modern take on oud. If you're into different and unique fragrances and you want to just, you know, smell different from others, and you don't want to smell generic like fruity or floral, definitely try this one. This is rose, nutmeg, pepper and oud. Beautiful. I can't get enough of this. I remember putting this on my husband's birthday, and that shirt that I sprayed it on, I could smell this fragrance on that shirt for the next 3 days. That shirt ended up making my entire cupboard smell of itself, and in the extreme dry down, the oud and pepper and nutmeg really shines in it, and rose goes in the background somewhere, but not on the same day. I'm talking about the second and the third day. So it becomes a very spicy, woody fragrance on the second day, but on the first day, the entire day, it will keep smelling of rose, nutmeg and oud. The pepper shines later on, and it's quite long lasting. If you overspray this, it's gonna go for even 2 days, I'm telling you, till the next wash. It's very long lasting. Another beautiful discovery of this year was AlRahab's Choco Musk. I loved this fragrance. This is like such an affordable 200 rupees rollerball that smells like chocolate, vanilla and musk. I have talked in depth about this in a video, and I don't want to ramble too much here. I just want to quickly tell you about these fragrances, not trying to make this video too long. So this is a beautiful chocolate vanilla fragrance, more of vanilla in my opinion, less of chocolate. Like chocolate sweetness is there, but it is more like vanilla and musk, and the musk is so beautiful that it settles into the skin very, very beautifully. And I put this on when I want to calm myself. Very calming, soothing kind of fragrance, and I put this on in my period days when I'm feeling cranky or irritated. It calms me down. So such a beautiful discovery of this year. Absolutely love this one. Now let's talk about another Zara, and that is Tobacco Rich, Warm and Addictive. How can I not talk about this fragrance? Beautiful tobacco, sweet. Sometimes I also smell some fennel seeds in here, but it doesn't have that. Dark coconut and woody. Very beautiful, very unique fragrance from Zara, and almost everyone loves this. This is like another soothing, calming fragrance for me. A very intimate time, cuddle time kind of fragrance, and yeah, another cuddle fragrance for sure. So I also put this one on in the winter days when I'm on a period, and yeah, because this is just another calming, soothing fragrance, and I love it. Another Zara that I want to mention is, listen, I can mention so many Zaras that I love and die for, but I cannot keep on mentioning all the Zaras here. I just wanted to give you a variety. So another Zara that I want to mention is Powdery Magnolia. The reason for mentioning this is that I am not a floral fragrance person. I don't like too many florals. It totally depends. Like for me to be liking florals, it totally depends whether if that fragrance is really impressing me that much or not. But this one, such a class from Zara, a very classy fragrance, very elegant. If at all I would like to gift a bride something on a budget, I would definitely reach out for this. This is like, if anybody's 22 and above, this is such a safe option for gifting. This is such a beautiful fragrance that smells like a bride, that smells elegant, that smells like a very elegant vintage woman, like somebody from the 80s, dressed so well with her nails done and lipstick on fleek and makeup on fleek kind of fragrance. Maybe a winged eyeliner. It smells rich in the sense that it smells very elegant. So this is definitely something I must mention here. I know there are some people who do not like florals at all, but if you like florals, this is going to be heaven for you. And this is just You cannot go wrong with this kind of fragrance, and also a very beautiful gifting option. Also, this is very long lasting. It stays on you for an entire day and projects a lot for the first 3 hours. So also for that reason, I really like it. Next, I want to talk about Nefarious. This house I found out this year only, and you know what, I really wanted it to work. I didn't like any other fragrances from it. Before I talk about this fragrance, I want to tell you that somebody commented that they love Adorable Vanilla from this house and that it's their absolute favorite. Listen, we all have our preferences, and I again tried Adorable Vanilla after that comment, and I kept it on entire day, and I kept on waiting for that fragrance to turn beautiful on me, but it just did not. On my skin, on paper, on my clothes, wherever, to me it smells like a medicated soap mixed with some vanilla. I cannot recommend something to my viewers, especially something that is a 4,000 rupees fragrance that smells like a medicated soap or takes time, like maybe takes around 1 hour to settle down into the skin for the vanilla to really shine in it. So I can't take that risk. I cannot ask my viewers to buy something that takes time to smell not even good, smell better. I myself would like to buy something that if I put this on before entering a room or meeting somebody or going to an event, I put this on and I instantly within first 2 minutes start smelling good and starts projecting a very nice impressive fragrance. I couldn't have taken that chance with Nefarious. Another thing, I said that Madagascar Vanilla is a very dhoop kind of fragrance. I'll tell you what, later on it reminded me of a dessert that we get in Hyderabad. I don't know if it gets served in other states, but not in North, I know that for sure, and that is called Kubani ka Meetha. So Kubani ka Meetha is a very spicy dessert, I don't know, very spicy incensey kind of dessert, and I do not like it at all. There might be some people who love it, but I don't like it, and Madagascar Vanilla smells like that dessert. Talking about the fragrance that I actually want to mention, so this is English Bakery. Since I was desperately looking for some winter fragrances and gourmands in particular, so I came across this house and I chose to buy English Bakery. The decants are very much available on their website as well if you want to try these. So 20 ml decant won't do a harm. You can try them in the price of 600-700 rupees, and this is such a beautiful fragrance. I just love it. It is a orange cake or orange muffin fragrance along with coffee. Very beautiful but not long lasting. It'll go on for only an hour and that's it. It can be good for like a personal scent or something, or you want something like, there are some times when we want a fragrance that does not last too long, like for going to bed or something like that, and we just want to calm ourselves down with something and spray something calming on ourselves. For that, this is going to do a great job. It'll make you smell good and keep giving you whiffs of cake, orange cake and coffee for the 1 hour mark. And this is great for going to bed if you like investing in fragrances that ways, so it's great for that. But if you think about putting this on and going out and smelling like a cake or edible, that's not going to happen because it does not last very long. This was a discovery of 2020 for me, so I wanted to mention it here. Next, I want to talk about Blossom Blush from Zara. This is such a beautiful discovery. I was not expecting something like this in Zara. This is a buttery caramelized popcorn fragrance with cherries in the dry down. They have mentioned cherry blossom, but it more smells like the cherry fruit to me. Ooh, such a smooth, nice, buttery fragrance. I said that it's not very long lasting, but the last time I wore it, somebody actually told me that wherever I was walking, I was leaving a trail behind and they could very strongly smell me. So yeah, that's something that I couldn't figure out, but then I got compliments on this. So that's Blossom Blush, and I wanted to include it in here because I was not expecting a popcorn smelling fragrance from Zara. And on to the last one. I want to have a little discussion for this one as well. I'm soon going to review 7 fragrances from this house, and I am talking about Lolette from All Good Scents. All those people coming for me saying that Police Forbidden is a very beautiful fragrance and it's an exact dupe for Hypnotic Poison. I am sorry, I do not agree with you and I really do not care if you feel bad about it. I own this fragrance. I have tried it in the shopper's stop because I got a comment that Jeremy fragrance has included in his cheap fragrance list and it was among the top 5. After that, I felt like I have received a wrong product. I just go into that thought quickly that I have received a fake product. That is why it is smelling like this, and I was almost ready to take that video down because I do not want to give out wrong information to people about anything out there. And then luckily I found that fragrance on Shopper's Stop and I asked them to spray it on a testing strip. I smelled it and I was like, ooh, spot on. As bad as what my fragrance is, like just a little bit fresher, I would say. Maybe that was a new bottle, a new tester, and my bottle probably is an old one and they gave me an old fragrance. I'm just checking if my mic is recording or not. So yeah, so probably I got an old bottle. That was the only difference I was detecting in that fragrance and this fragrance. By the way, I have a very strong nose and that's why, yeah, I just remember things. I can't help it. And that is not a good fragrance because I've just now received a comment saying that this is such a beautiful fragrance. I'm talking about Forbidden from Police. I'm sorry, it's not a beautiful fragrance. I would not suggest any of my subscribers to spend 2500 rupees and buy that crappy fragrance. I am straightforward like that. I cannot manipulate it, and thank God I found that fragrance to test it out. So why I am saying this here is because Lolette, in my opinion, is such a beautiful dupe for Hypnotic Poison. Though the notes on this is coconut, but to me this smells like bitter almond that after 30-40 minutes of spraying, when it settles into the skin, the caramel really shines in it. It gets a little bit sweet and it becomes a slightly sweet bitter almondy fragrance, which is very beautiful. And if at all I did not have Police Forbidden, I would have happily bought a full bottle in Lolette. If you are looking for like a budget friendly Hypnotic Poison dupe, you should definitely consider Lolette for that. It's from All Good Scents and I will talk about more fragrances from this house very soon. So those are all the fragrances that were my 2020 discoveries and that are a little special to me and are close to my heart, even though some are not long lasting, but then I still love them a lot. Like this is not long lasting and this is not long lasting, but they are very unique in my opinion and very beautiful. I can't get enough of sniffing on this. I'll be honest, can't get enough of it. Very beautiful. If they can improve on the longevity of this one, I would happily buy a full bottle of this. So that's my list. I hope you enjoyed it and liked it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. Let me know if you end up buying something from this list after watching this video. Also tell me about your perfume discoveries of 2020 that you're very happy about, or any of these fragrances that you're happy to find out about through me. Don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to Be My Peaches. Till then, keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.